Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to push get leads to go high level automatically. So I run a fitness challenge funnel and want to add subscriber to go high level automatically. So here my objective is, as soon as I receive a new subscriber over the kit, I am going to create a contact over the go high level. So for integrating these both applications, I am going to use a software that is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to build this automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video I am going to show you how you can push get subscribers to the go high level. So here you can see I have integrated these both applications, that is Kit and Lead Connector White Label. So Lead Connector White Label is the API version of the go high level. So here I have selected it. Now as soon as a new subscriber will be added to the kit, a contact will be created over the go high level, and I have integrated these both applications by just using Pabbly Connect. So now I am going to show you how you can create this automation from scratch, but before that I am going to show you the real working demo of this automation so that you can create this automation for your business. So now let's move on to the form which I have created, through which I am receiving my subscriber over the kit. So here you can see this is my subscription form, and here I am going to fill this form for creating my new subscriber. So here you can see I have filled this form, providing the first name as testing, last name as lead, and the phone number and the email as testing@pabblytudes.com. Now we simply have to submit this form for creating a new subscriber. So here we have created our new subscriber. Now let's move on to my kit and check whether we are receiving a new subscriber over there. So here you can see this is my kit, and here on my subscribers page I am successfully receiving the subscriber which I have recently created. Now let's move on to my Go High Level account and check whether we are receiving a contact over there with the same detail or not. So here you can see this is my Go High Level account, and here on my Go High Level account you can see I am successfully receiving the lead which I have recently created, name as testing lead. So here you can see its detail and the email address and the contact number. So here you can see our automation is working properly. So you can also create an automation like this by just using Pabbly Connect. Now for accessing the Pabbly Connect, you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over the sign up free, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Connect you get 100 free tasks, and if you already have an existing connection you can simply click over the sign in. But before moving on forward I am going to tell you about Pabbly community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly application. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect again, and here I am going to simply click over the sign in as I already have an account on Pabbly Connect. And as you finish your sign up you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see we are getting the option for Pabbly Connect app which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. Now for accessing this Pabbly Connect we simply have to click over the success now, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect which can be seen here. And on the dashboard page you can see these are the folders I have created, and if you wish to create your own folder you can simply click over this create a new folder button and create your own folder. But here I am going to create a workflow which can integrate Kit and Go High Level. So for that we simply have to click over this create workflow button, and as you will click over this create workflow button you will be getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here we are getting two workflow builder, that is beta which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use this newly launched workflow builder beta. So for that you simply have to click over the select button, and you will be getting the dialog box where you have to provide a name to your workflow. So now let's provide a name to our workflow here. So here I am providing it the name push get subscribers to go high level, and afterwards I am going to select the folder. So from here I am going to select the folder, that is connect folder, and I am going to simply click over this create button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says workflow created successfully, and we are landed to a workflow page. And on this page you can see we are getting the option for adding the trigger. So now you might be thinking what is this trigger? So trigger is basically your first application or the application which is going to initiate our workflow. So in this case I I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new subscriber over the kit. So on this, I am going to select my trigger app as kit. So for that, you simply have to click over this add trigger button and you will be getting the trigger setup page. And here you have to search for the kit. So now let's search for the kit over here, and here you can see we are getting the kit. So let's select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as new subscriber, and after that we simply have to click over this connect button for building the connection between kit and Pabbly Connect. So if you already have an existing connection, you can simply click over this select existing connection, and if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection button. And here, as you will click over this add new connection button, you will be getting the connection name, and afterwards it is asking you to enter the API key. So for getting the API key and API secret, you just have to go to your kit account, and after that you just have to go to your account settings. So now let's move on to kit account. So now let's move on to the account settings of our kit, as I already have logged in my kit account, and here I am landed to my kit account, and here you can see we are getting the option for developers. So you just have to select this, and afterwards here you can see we are landed to our developers page, and here we are getting our API key and the secret key. Now we just have to copy this API key and paste it over the Pabbly Connect. So here I am pasting my API key, and afterwards I am going to paste my API secret. So again you have to copy this API secret, and afterwards I am going to paste this API secret. So here I have pasted my API key and API secret. Now we simply have to click over this save button for saving this connection, and here our connection has been saved successfully. And here, as I have created my connection, I am getting this button that is save and send test request. So now let's click over here, and here as I have clicked over this button, it is waiting for the webhook response. Now for providing the webhook response, we have to do a test submission. So for doing the test submission, let's move on to my form again for adding a new subscriber. So here I am getting the subscription form, and now again I am going to create a new subscriber. So here you can see I have entered my subscriber detail, that is first name is Smart, second name is subscriber, and the phone number and the email address as smartsubscriber@pabblytudes.com. Now we simply have to submit this form for creating a new subscriber. Now let's move on to the kit account and check whether we are receiving a new subscriber over there or not. And here on my kit account, you can see I'm successfully receiving the new subscriber. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect and check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. And here on my Pabbly Connect, you can see I'm successfully receiving the response, that is response A, with the same detail which I have filled over the form where I am adding a new subscriber. So here we are done with our trigger setup. Now we just have to set up our action app. So for that you just have to click over this add new action step button, and here you will be landed to the action setup page. So in this case we are going to select our action app as lead connector white label, as this is the branding name for the GoHighLevel. So now let's search for the lead connector white label, and here you can see I am getting this lead connector V2, that is lead connector white label. So I am going to select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as create contact, and afterwards we simply have to click over this connect button for building the connection. And like earlier, we are landed to the connection page, and if you already have an existing connection, you can use this, but if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection button, and after that you just have to click over this connect with lead connector V2, and here we are getting this page. So you just have to allow its access, and afterwards you just have to select your account. So here I am going to use this account, that is Pabbly Connect. So here we have selected our account, and afterwards our connection has been successfully built. Now as soon as we have built the connection, we are getting some of the fields. So here I am going to map these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step. Mapping makes the field dynamic, means you don't have to enter your values again and again. The fields will be replaced with every new responses. So here I am going to map my first name from the response which I have received from my kit. So now let's select it, and afterwards I am going to map my first name. So here you can see I am getting the field that is first name. So here I have mapped it, and now I am going to map my last name. So here you can see I am getting my last name also, and afterwards we are getting the option for entering my full name. So here I am going to map my first name and last name as well. So here I have mapped my full name also. Now we just have to map our email address. So here I am going to map my email address over here, and after that we have to map our phone number. So here I am going to map my phone number also, and here we are getting another fields also, but these fields are not necessary, so I am going to leave these fields blank. And afterwards I am going to simply click over the save and send test request, and here you can see as I have clicked over the save and send test request, I am receiving a positive response, which means means we have successfully built in the connection. Now let's move on to my GoHighLevel account and check whether we are receiving a contact over there with the same detail or not. So for that, let's move on to my GoHighLevel account, and here on the sidebar you can see I'm getting the option for contacts. So let's select it, and afterwards we are landed to our contacts page, and here you can see I'm successfully receiving the contact which I have recently created named as Smart Subscriber. So here our automation is working properly, which we have recently created. So this is the way you can create your own automation for your business by just using Pabbly Connect and reduce your manual workload by automation. So start using Pabbly Connect now and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations like this. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you want to practice this workflow, you can find its link in the description given below. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.